Welcome everyone to Michelle Davis Fitness. Welcome to the fitness family. I'm so glad you guys could join us. I'm your host, Michelle Davis. I'm here with Annie Breyer and Michael Haley.
Hello.
They're part of the fitness family, and we wanted to welcome you guys so much for joining us. We're going to be talking about all sorts of things to do with fitness, nutrition, lifestyle, and health. But first off, I want to give some shout outs. Annie Breyer, when I first met her, well, I mean, how can you not notice how beautiful she is, right? And I saw all of these amazing things she was doing. I had to get her secrets. Annie, we'll want to give a shout out real quick, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Yes, that's right. To who? Egg Whites International. Woo! And if it wasn't for Annie, I wouldn't have found this company. So thanks to Mac and JD. We're going to go to the Olympia the second week of September and say hello. And Mac's going to be a guest on September 7th. So Annie, tell about the discounts if they go and mention your name.
Yeah, if you go in and mention either my name or Michelle's name, you get a discount on the products you order, plus you get a free t-shirt.
I love that. See, egg whites, you can't just drink them raw out of the box. It's actually going to mess up your digestive system. So what Egg Whites International does, they did a low heat pasteurization so that way it's not gunky or runny and your body digests it. So we love egg whites. Want to give a big shout out. And as well, Annie, Lil Buff Protein. They sent me some samples. And you said that you tried this protein cake mix.
I did, and it's pretty good.
Is it? What
It is.
What flavors did you try?
I have the chocolate at home. I haven't tried it yet, but the only one I've tried is the gingerbread.
And isn't it cute how they come in these little sprinkle packets? Because how can you not love life without sprinkles, right? So go to littlebuffprotein.com and get your buff on, the little buff, right? So today on the show, we're going to talk about Annie competing. She's been a bodybuilder, and she's been working with Michael Haley and Platinum Physiques for 2 years now?
Almost 3 years.
Almost 3 years now.
Almost 3 years.
You brought some of your trophies with you?
I did. I guess I forgot.
I know. I was like, where? Bring them. I see them behind you if you want to.
Do you want me to get them?
They're right behind you. So the things we're going to talk about is some of the mental blocks. You know, being a competitor, there's a lot of things, especially being a woman and being in fitness, that we're going to kind of talk about. And especially with Annie, since she has the experience and she has the knowledge and she has all the things that you need to know when it comes to being an experienced bodybuilder. Go ahead and grab one of those beautiful gold mics while you're at it. These are the things you need to know, because ladies, it's not just getting on the treadmill and, you know, lifting a bunch of weights. It's about dedication. It's about teamwork. It's about support. And Michael Haley is who got you there to that point.
He absolutely is.
Yeah.
Yes.
So before we get started in your competitions and the titles you won and so forth, tell me how you found Michael Haley.
I found Michael through a client that he had, and I used to actually work out with her at another gym.
Okay.
And I contacted him and we talked, we met about what I wanted to do, my goals for competing, and I signed up with him that day. And of course, my first workout with him was awesome / brutal,
Yeah.
because it was legs. But I've been with him for almost 3 years, so I think that really says a lot.
Yeah, it does.
It does. How do you feel with transforming Annie's life, where you brought her to at this point?
Oh gosh, you know, one of the things that I spoke with Annie about originally was, you know, she wanted to put on muscle and just be bigger. She was much thinner back then, so we decided, okay, well, we're gonna build a beautiful muscular body and then put her on stage with the body that she ends up with, and so we built this beautiful physique. And
Show them your guns, girl. Show them your guns. That's right. Look at those things. Beautiful.
And the great thing about Annie is that, you know, she built all this beautiful muscle, and it helped her with not only competition but with what she does for a living, and her confidence level just went right through the ceiling, and it was amazing to see that.
And I want to talk about confidence, because that's a big push motivator. Before we do, we have some pictures of some clients before and after that you posted on the Team Platinum Physique page.
Awesome.
Scott, if you can show us those pictures real quick. Michael, tell us a little bit about the before and after of these clients, how long it took and time-wise.
Oh gosh.
Big
okay.
shout out to everybody.
So the first picture in the upper left would be, that's Joanne Haley, that is currently my wife. And she was 232 pounds in that picture in the upper left. The other side, of course, she was 139 pounds there, so we're at somewhere around 93 pounds lost. It took her about 3.5 years. When I met her, she was about 170 pounds, and she was plateaued. She couldn't get past that, so
And then we
brought her
have
down to 140.
David and Diane.
David
and-
Lee's the one to the right in the upper right-hand corner. He lost a lot of weight himself, and then I brought him in from being about 20 pounds bigger than the picture on the after picture. He has a tattoo there, but you notice he has that scar across his stomach. It is the same person. I've had people say, "Is that the same person?"
I know, right? And then, hey,
Yeah.
that's me in the corner. What am I
Yeah,
doing? And then
and
let's
then-
show the after picture, Scott, if you don't mind.
Oh, okay, I see.
And this is the after picture of
Okay,
everybody.
there
So
we
if you
go.
can see, this
thought we were
is
looking
the
at all of
same people that you saw transformed. And what time frame was this?
Well, okay, so Joanne's whole transformation was about 3.5 years. David was 2.5 years. Yours was
About a
1
year.
year.
Yeah.
1 year, and then Diana's, actually that before and after picture was taken about 14 weeks apart.
Now, Scott, can you go back to the before picture? I want you guys to see the look on everybody's faces, how they carried themselves, kind of the image that they hold, their body language especially, and then show the after picture one more time if you don't
Oh, I
mind.
do like that.
Look at the inspiration, the confidence, and the motivation that they carry with their transformation. That's kind of the message that we're sending out, that Platinum Physiques, Michael Haley, the Haley method definitely works. And so, Annie, let's go back to your story and competing. Your first competition, you didn't really place exactly where you wanted to, but then when you found Michael, you hit it right on the nail and you got first place, and then you got first place again, right?
That's great.
And so let's talk about the mental blocks, because there are some mental blocks that you deal with in life being a competitor. One of the things that I want to talk about was a book that I recently just finished, and it's called, excuse my language, Unfuck Yourself. It talks about your expectations and how a lot of people sometimes have bigger expectations that they should have. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I'm no expert. I'm not claiming to be an expert, but I've been competing since 2013, and I've been competing with Michael now for almost 3 years. And during your competition prep, it can be mentally challenging for some people, especially your first time into it. You really don't know what to expect, and it could take a toll on some people. The important thing, though, is to realize you may have an expectation of where you want to place when you step on stage. That doesn't mean that it's necessarily always going to work out that way. Should it not work out the way that you want it to, it's not the end of the world.
Right.
It's okay, and it's completely natural to be disappointed. We're human beings, we're not robots, so I think it's absolutely, completely 100% okay to be disappointed in the placing. But what you shouldn't be disappointed in is where you were on that stage.
Right.
The amount of work and dedication and commitment that it took to step on that stage, and how you transform your body and what you look like. So you have to realize that if you don't place how you want to, it's okay. There's always another competition and another competition after that. You just have to strive to do better and to work harder and just to be the best that you can, and just be happy with yourself no matter where you place on stage.
I love this lady. You guys got to follow her. I'm telling you what. I want to have an hour just with her to talk about things like body image and being a woman, having children or not having children, talking about things like depression, anxiety, stuff like that. Annie, you're going to come back on the show, right?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
I would love to.
Can you give your social media contacts so people can follow you?
Sure. On Facebook, it's Annie W. Breyer, and on Instagram, it's Annie WB151.
Awesome. Stay tuned. We're going to be right back with some more fabulous guests from the Healy Method, and that's with the Fitness Family right here on the Michelle Davis Fitness Show.